I'm so terrible at this. Like, I try to pick one, but I'm like, I just can't. There's different things that I like for different reasons. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany, and today we're going to cover our best in beauty for 2017. Excuse this bougie ass robe, but it is freezing in my beauty room today, so this is what we're working with. So we're gonna cover fragrance, skincare, hair care, and makeup. So get your wine ready. Get all your Christmas candy together. This is going to be a long ass video, and just because I say best in 2017 doesn't mean that they are necessarily new products for 2017, but they are new for me or my standout products for this year. Please leave any of your favorites from this year or link your videos so other people can watch those as well. I know I love these videos, so that's what we're gonna cover today. If you guys aren't following me already on my other social medias, everything is linked in the description box, along with everything that I cover in today's video. So let's cut right to it. Let's do this! Alright, so the first thing that I wanna cover is fragrances, because these are the least amount of products, and I figure we'll get these right out of the way. So the one fragrance that was holy grail status for me this year was this Bvlgari Omnia Coral perfume. This stuff smells so fucking good, but I think this is better for like summer, or even if you live in like a warmer weather climate. I live in New York, so it does get freezing cold right now, hence the robe, but I feel like this is more summer appropriate because it has a super sweet smell to it, so I personally like this better in the summertime. So this was my holy grail for the beginning of the year. And then now we're moving into our winter months, so this is where my Burberry Brit is going to come in. Burberry Brit has been one of my favorites for a really long time. I've been recently mixing like Flower Bomb, Gucci Bamboo, and stuff like that, but I just repurchased this during the VIB sale. This is one that I've loved for a really long time, like I said, and it just has like a more, I feel like, unisex vibe to it. It's obviously more feminine, but it does have that musky smell to it. I love this for winter months. But then this last one I want to give like an honorable mention, but the next product after this is going to be like holy grail status. I wanted to mention the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush Body Fragrance Mist. I absolutely love the smell of the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream. This is the perfume scent of that, and it smells amazing. Again, it is more of like a summer appropriate fragrance, I feel like, so I don't wear it right now, but I will be dousing myself with this in the summertime next year. But this, I love that they came out with a fragrance for the Bum Bum Cream, and then this is where we're going to get into skincare because it kind of ties right together. So Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream was one of my holy grails. I just picked this up at the Sephora VIB sale, and I've already made quite a dent in it. I don't know if you guys will see it, but I tried the travel size first, and oh my god, like I didn't really get the hype of it at first until I tried it, and then I fully understand. Like this, with this, I could not keep my husband away from me. He absolutely loved the smell of it. I love the smell of it. It just reeks tropical, Caribbean climates, like summer. It smells ridiculously good. Like I said, I am terrible at explaining fragrances, but I assure you, go into Sephora, smell this, you will probably fall over. It smells so good. It makes my legs feel silky smooth. It gives them a nice shimmer to them. Supposedly it gives you a nice tightening effect. I don't personally experience that, but the smell and just the way that it makes your legs look is worth the price in my opinion. So this was definitely a standout product for 2017. Alright, so sticking with body care, we're going to talk about one more body lotion, and this is the Lush Cosmetics Sleepy Body Lotion. As you guys will see, shit's almost gone, and this is like my third one of these. Every time this is at one of my Lush stores, I grab one because this flies off the shelf. It smells ridiculously good. I love this for nighttime. It has just like that very calming lavender vanilla scent to it, but it makes your skin feel so good. It is oily, I would say. It does give your legs a really nice shimmer. I had this on one day in the sunlight and my legs were beaming, but if you put it on like leather seats, you will get that oil slick all over. So just be cautious of that, but that's why I do like this at nighttime, because I feel like during the day it could be too much, but if you're looking for your legs to be on and popping, this is one to go to. This one, I love the scent of it at night, and I've just been loving it. It's one of my standout products for 2017 by far. So between this one and the Bum Bum Cream, yes bitch. So now I'm going to jump into skincare. So the first one I'm going to talk about is this Tatcha One Step Camilla Cleansing Oil. I picked this up at the Sephora VIB sale, and I've been obsessed with this ever since I got it. It makes my skin feel so nice. It doesn't break me out. It takes everything off, including mascara. This stuff just works so freaking good and it's really effortless for me, so I've been loving this. And then I pair this up with a makeup eraser. These were so hyped up when I first started watching YouTube, and now I don't really hear anything about them. But what I like to do is I apply 1 to 2 pumps of this. I will rub it all over my hands, then massage it throughout my face, and then I will wipe it off with the makeup eraser wet. So if you guys want to see a skincare routine, let me know, but this is what I've been doing for when I wear makeup. And these two paired together just work so nicely. It takes everything off, like I said. And then once I'm finished with those, I will go in with my favorite cleanser, and that is this Purity Made Simple. This just gets everything else off that those two products didn't, and it works amazing. It doesn't break me out. It makes my skin feel like a baby's ass. So I really like this. And then after that, I will typically go in with a toner spray, and that's where my Caudalie Beauty Elixir comes in. And you can see it's about halfway gone, and I just got this at the VIB sale. I love this stuff, but I love this because of my eyes. I've talked about this in so many videos by now, but this makes my eyes feel better. Like, I'll spray this all over my face. It makes your face feel great too, but I like this because every time I open my eyes, it makes my eyes feel ridiculously good. It makes them feel awake and fresh. So I really like this, especially morning time. But while I'm talking about eyes, I'm going to talk about eye drops real quick. These Rohto Eye Drops are incredible, especially for makeup people like me. I liked my eyes to be bright white, and this is the only eye drops that will do that. They are very intense. They make your eyes feel like they are freezing, but they work ridiculously good and fast. Like, I'll put these in every day before I start doing my makeup, and by the time I get done with my makeup, my eyes are popping. So I just wanted to mention these real quick. These are amazing eye drops, but now I'll get back to the skincare. So the next product I'm going to talk about is my vitamin C serum, and you guys are going to laugh because I said that this was a regret in one of my previous videos. I ended up sending it back. I rebought it during the VIB sale, and I've been loving it ever since. So I want to explain myself a little bit because I did this to myself. So when I first purchased this Drunk Elephant C-Firma Day Serum, I could not stand the smell. Like, I love the product, but I could not deal with the smell. Well, I used to use like 2 pumps of this. Way too much. I use not even a full pump now. It's just as effective, and it doesn't leave that terrible smell on my skin all day. So that is what I would definitely recommend for you guys if you are using this. You do not need to use a lot of product, and if that smell bothers you, cut back on how much you're using. That was one thing that I really didn't even think to do. I don't know. I watched a video, somebody used that much, and I was just like, oh, okay, I gotta use that much. No, that's not how it works. Use what works for you. What works for me is less than 1 full pump, so I would definitely encourage you guys to try this out. It does help really brighten my skin, and yeah, I've been actually really liking this lately. So the next product I want to talk about is the product that I've been using with my facial cleanser. This is the Foreo, or Foreo, I don't even know how to say it. What is this? I don't even know what it's called. Luna Mini 2. This thing has replaced my Vanity Planet spin brush or Clarisonic. This is so good for my skin. My skin feels better now than it ever has using a spin brush. It's so gentle on the skin. I feel like it's really good for people with sensitive skin or problematic skin. And I really like that this doesn't harbor bacteria like those spin brushes do. So I would definitely encourage you guys to try one of these out. I really didn't think it would make that much of a difference for my skin. In the state it's in right now, it doesn't look like it does much, but I can assure you this has changed my skin. I've been slacking in the skincare department lately, and this is what happens. I get pimples all over, and this is from skipping a few nights of using this. So I would definitely recommend this 100%. I think it works amazing on my skin. This whole little concoction that I have going on normally works amazing on my skin. It's just I've been really lazy and skipping over it when I shouldn't have. I'm gonna move on to lip products. So the first one I want to talk about is my lip scrub that I'm obsessed with. And this is the Jeffree Star Velour lip scrub. You can say whatever the fuck you want about Jeffree Star. He knows how to make a lip scrub, and he knows how to make some liquid lipsticks and makeup products. That's all I'm saying. This is my favorite lip scrub, especially because it tastes like a mojito. That's all there really is to say about it. I love the Lush Cosmetics one as well, but this one has been my favorite for this year so far. So the last skincare product that I want to talk about is a product I actually don't have right now, but I think I talked about it last year. but it is still my all-time favorite lip care product. I feel like it changed the game for me. I definitely need to buy more of them, but these are the Rodan & Field's Lip Renewing Serum Beads. I've been trying this Laneige lip sleeping mask for a while now. I do like it, but it don't have shit on those lip renewing serum beads. Like, I had literally the crustiest. I had a split down my lip. It healed my lips overnight. But I have never experienced another lip product like that one. That is still my go-to if I ever need something to really make a difference for my lips. I would recommend that 1000% to everybody on here. Still one of my favorites of all time. That is like best in beauty for life in my opinion. But I wanted to mention that even though I don't have it, because that is definitely a standout product for this year for me as well. Now I'm going to get into hair care. I only have 2 products to talk about, so we'll whiz through these real quick. So the first one I'm going to talk about is this Aquage Volumizing Mist. This makes a huge difference for my hair. It gives me a little bit of volume. I have very flat hair, so this makes a big difference in my opinion. I still have to like tease my hair, get it going and stuff, but I just love how it gives me like natural volume. You know what I mean? It gives me a little bit without having to do anything. So that's why I really do like this. And then the next product I want to talk about is the one and only Argan Oil Perfect Intensity Hair Colors. I am so obsessed with these colors. I've used teal, what is it, electric teal and neon purple. I don't have any of the boxes with me here right now, but if you guys have watched my hair tutorials, if you've watched my favorites videos, I mention those all the time because I feel like those are the perfect hair dyes for practical people like me. Like, I'm a basic bitch. I don't want to go to a salon every 2 weeks to get my hair color touched up. I want something that I could do my damn self. And no, my hair doesn't look the best right now, but this is electric teal that's in my hair right now. I have my sister highlight my hair. I've talked about this in my my 2 hair tutorials, but my sister highlights my hair or bleaches my hair, and then all I have to do is squeeze the stuff in my hand with gloves on, rub it together, and act like I'm washing my hair, and it's literally done. You let it sit on your hair for a half hour and you rinse it out. It is so practical. It's so inexpensive. You find it at Sally Beauty, so everybody can access it easily, and it's affordable and it's easy. It's just the bomb. I fucking love that stuff. It doesn't even have just crazy hair colors, but these are the ones that are harder to upkeep. Like, I just did my hair like a week or so ago, and it's already, like, you can already see it turning green and blonde, and this just goes to show, like, I have to wash my hair every day. These are the products that I go to because they're practical for me and they save me a shit ton of money. So now we'll move on to makeup products. So the first thing I want to talk about is my makeup sponge. It's going to be dirty, so don't fucking judge me. This is the Fenty Beauty Sponge. It's got another name, but you get the point. Fenty Beauty designed this, made it. I'm obsessed with this. This has replaced my beauty blender. It's replaced any makeup sponges I've ever used. This is pure perfection. It's not too dense. It's not too squishy. It's just like complete perfection. If I was to change anything, it would be just the tip of it, but it makes it really nice cleaning up underneath your contour, so I can't even complain about that. Like, this for me is pure perfection. I love this makeup sponge. And then the next thing I want to talk about are my brushes that I've been obsessed with. These are the Morphe Gilded brushes, and look at that fucking cup. It's so cute. I didn't really like the face brushes at first, but they've really been growing on me. I really love the eye brushes. I just feel like they're really bougie looking and they're super affordable, so I've been really liking those. Morphe is my shit when it comes to brushes, except for this brush. You guys have seen me use this all the damn time, and they are not the same brush. This one is from Amazon, and this one I just got. This is the NARS Ita brush. I would recommend start with the Amazon one because this brush is fucking amazing, except it's not nearly as nice as the Ita brush. I originally bought this because I wasn't sure if I was going to like the shape of it, and I use this non-stop. This is my most used brush, hands down. This makes contouring so easy, but it just got to a point it's starting to get really scratchy because I'm washing it and using it a ton. So during the Sephora, I had like $25 off a $50 purchase. I decided to bite the bullet because I loved that brush so much, and this one is even better. It's super soft. It's even more precise, which I love, and it just overall is such a good brush. So I would definitely recommend either one of these. I would definitely encourage people to start with the Amazon one because it's damn near identical. There are differences. It's not nearly as luxurious as the NARS one, but both I absolutely love. So definitely recommend those brushes for sure. And then one lash brush that I wanted to mention that I think I got at like the beginning of the year. So I definitely think this is a best of 2017. This is the Sephora 55 brush. This is like the one brush that you could use for everything. I use it mainly for like dusting the setting powder off my face, but you could use it for contouring, bronzer, blush. You could do like your whole face with this one brush. So I feel like this is a really beneficial universal brush for a lot of people, and I was absolutely obsessed with it this year. So I would definitely recommend that as well. So moving on from brushes, we'll go in the order that we apply makeup. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is primer, and the primer of the year, the Fenty Beauty primer. This is the one that I have on my face right now. This is just the one primer. It does everything. Like, it does pore minimizing. It gives you like a nice, like almost like an airbrush finish. It gives you a little bit of hydration, but not too much. Like, it just does like the best of everything, I feel. At least it does for me. It gives me a little bit of everything, but not too much. So I absolutely love this. I feel like it makes my skin look better. I could even use this when I'm not wearing makeup, and it just kind of helps give me like almost like a filter on my face. I love this. This was hands down the best primer of the year for me. Love it. So the next thing I want to talk about are foundations. Now I have 3 of them. One of them I'm kind of cheating, but 2 of them I've been obsessed with all year. So I'm going to talk about those 2 first, and then the last one I'll kind of give like an honorable mention, I guess. But these were my 2 holy grails for 2017. This is the Too Faced Born This Way and the Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, I ain't French. But these 2 foundations just give me a really nice, natural look to the skin. The Lancome one is the one I'm wearing on my skin right now, and I love, love, love this foundation. This was the one that I reached for more over the Too Faced one, so I would say this was the best of 2017. But I just feel like it gives me, like I said, a nice natural foundation look. It doesn't give me too much. Like, I feel like my skin looks nice. I will say, since I have more texture on my skin now than I did before, it doesn't look as good on my skin, and it doesn't give me enough coverage. Like, you could still see my little pimple peeking through right here. But it gives you a nice natural look. Like, I've done a wear test on this foundation. If you guys want to see it, it'll be right up here. But I did a wear test on this, and I thought it was an excellent foundation for summer especially. So these are my holy grails for most of the year, and then I've been reaching for this every time I've done my makeup since I've got this. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I haven't worn this for a long period of time. That's why I'm only giving it like an honorable mention. But I've been loving the way that my skin looks every time I wear this. So I want to try it out more. But I feel like for drugstore, I love everything about it. I love the applicator on it. I love the packaging on it. It's a glass bottle. Super bougie. I just feel like this was a knockout foundation for the drugstore. So I really have been loving this. But if I was to say for the entire year, it would definitely be these 2. Like, Too Faced Born This Way has been my bitch ever since it came out, but the Lancome one was really having my heart this year. And now this one's kind of taken over, so we'll see how it keeps going. So moving on from foundation, we're going to talk about concealers. Now, last year I chose the Tarte Shape Tape, and the more that I use that, I'm like, why the fuck did I pick that? I was using that daily, and the more that I paid attention to it, it made my skin look like 20 years older. And then I started switching it up, and then I started using this one again. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I think my everything, I don't even say under eyes, I think everything looks better when I use this concealer. It doesn't accent my lines or anything like that. It doesn't age me. It just does my skin so right. And the fact that I have 3 other shades in this tells me that this is like my holy grail status concealer. So I really do love this concealer. It's really lightweight. It's not too heavy. It gives me nice full coverage, but it blends out super easy. It doesn't accent my lines, like I said. It just does everything so well for me. So this is definitely best of 2017 status for concealer. Moving on from concealer, we're going to talk about some face powders real quick. So the first one I want to talk about is holy grail status I will never be without. This is the Caudalie Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage. I think this just does everything that I need a face powder to do. It sets my skin nicely, it fills in my pores, it just makes my skin look good. But next behind that is going to be one I just picked up recently, so I'm kind of cheating again, but this Maybelline Fit Me powder. The only thing that I would prefer is that this was translucent, but the powder itself is so much like, I would say it's like a cross between Laura Mercier and the Caudalie Airspun. Like, it's like a perfect hybrid in my opinion. But like I said, the only thing that I would change is the fact that they don't have a translucent one. So moving on from face powders, we're going to talk about contouring. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is just a contour powder, and then the next one is going to be a palette. So the first one I want to talk about is this Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in the shade Tantastic. Now this was limited edition, I think, during this summer. This needs to be 100% permanent. This is the perfect contour shades for shades like me. Like, this is what is the contour on my face today, and it is perfection. I think this is the most flattering contour powder that I own. Next behind that, I would think would be like NARS Laguna, but I think this is better for me, and the packaging on it is everything. I love the white packaging. So this was definitely the standout contour powder for me. But the standout palette, surprisingly, was this IBY Beauty contour and highlight palette. This I beat the shit out of this year. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette. But this one, I reached for a shit ton ever since I got it in one of my BoxyCharm videos. You want best beauty box of 2017? BoxyCharm takes that hands down. But I got this, and I want to say it was like November. I don't know, I got it in one of my BoxyCharms, and I have beat the shit out of it ever since that I got it. So this one really surprised me. I thought it was like gonna be a cheap dupe for Anastasia Beverly Hills, even though it was the same price. But I feel like I like these shades in here better because they're more neutral tone, so they work really nicely for my skin. So I loved the shit out of this one for 2017. God damn, this was like the year for bronzers for me. So standout one for 2017 was hands down Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer and Luminous Bronze Light. I don't know if I talked about this in last year's. If I did, it's still holy grail. I will never be without this bronzing powder, so I don't want to say too much because I can't remember if I mentioned this one. But this one, it does have a very orangey tone to it, so if you don't like that, you probably won't like this one. But next behind that was going to be this Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Eponymous Sun. This is probably too dark for me right now, but this formula was so good. It blends out so nicely, and it gave me a little bit of luminosity, which was nice. Typically, I like a matte bronzer, but from the looks of it, I do like luminous bronzer. So I would definitely say this one was next behind that. And then more recently, I'm only mentioning this because this shade works for me. And this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Deep Dark. And this is what's on my skin today. So this is going to be a matte bronzer. Blends out like a fucking dream, and it smells so good. I talk about it every time I mention Physicians Formula Butter anything. It smells like vacation. Take me to the Caribbean, give me pina coladas, and I'm a happy woman. That is exactly what this smells like. So this shade is definitely best of 2017. They do need to continue to expand this range, but I really did love the original. I think it was a light bronzer, but the fact that they came out with a darker shade, that's why I wanted to mention this for best of 2017, because that shade is the tits for this skin tone right now. Alright, so next thing I'm going to talk about are blushes. Now I'm kind of torn between two of them because I really like this first one. This is the Tarte Big Blush Book 3. I really like these because of the longevity of them. But these other ones I want to talk about are the Becca Mineral Blushes. This is in the shade Songbird. I love these blushes because they give you the most beautiful look to the skin. They make you just look like you're glowing. Whereas these ones, they make it last all fucking day. Like, these do not budge on your skin. But I don't feel like they look as beautiful as the Becca ones. Like, Becca powders are insanely beautiful, especially on the skin. But just even in the pan, it's just like, they just look so aesthetically pleasing. And they are expensive. That's where it's kind of like, fuck. Like, if I were to get rid of every single blush that I own, those would be the ones that I would keep. Yeah, that's a toss up there. It depends on the mood I'm in, I guess, for my blushes. But if I was to pick any, it would be the Becca ones. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to highlight, which is the hardest category for me because I literally bought so many highlighters this year. But I'm going to go by the three that I wore the most. So the first one is going to be this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Gold Bar. This one was originally limited edition, but then they decided to bring it back, which thank Jesus, because this is such an amazing highlighter, especially for drugstore. Like, this should be like high-end category with how good it is. Granted, the packaging is chintzy as shit, but the product is what matters, and this is the most perfect gold highlight for me. Next behind that, I would say, is this Smashbox times Casey Holmes Spotlight Pearl palette. This palette I use so much. Like, this is my go-to. If I need something during the day, this is what I always reach for because I feel like it just looks so natural on the skin. And I really love that it has 3 with different levels. Like, it's like a very natural, crank it up a little bit not so natural, and then it's like a bam in your face highlight. So I really like the whole concept of this. So I was absolutely loving this year. But the next one, you guys, this is the most gorgeous highlighter I have in my collection. And this is the Ambient Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. This is limited edition for the holiday, but I do believe it is still available. This is such a fucking beautiful palette. It is ridiculous how good it is. And I really love that I can wear all of these shades. Like this in the pan, like this top one here, looks like it would be too dark, but I can still wear it. So I feel like these shades are so universal to so many different skin tones. Like that's why I love Hourglass powders, because I feel like they work for so many people. Like when I freelance, I always use Hourglass powders because they look so nice on the skin. They don't emphasize texture or anything like that. Like this is hands down the most beautiful highlighter that I have. Like I have a lot of highlighters you guys saw in my makeup collection video, but this is hands down the most beautiful palette, product, anything to do with highlight. This is the most beautiful one that I own. I absolutely love it. So the next thing I'm going to talk about are eyeshadow palettes, and I'm only going to mention one because I feel like this is the only one that's worth mentioning. This was hands down the best makeup palette that I purchased throughout the entire year. And this is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. Now the way that I look at this palette is, if you saw a bad review on this, they were only doing that video for views or to hate on Morphe or Jaclyn. I have a pretty good amount of palettes. This is the one that I would recommend over any of them. Like I can't tell you how many people I recommended the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette to for Christmas this year, because this was just such a good palette. It's so universal. So many different skin tones can use it. You can get so many different looks out of it. I like this palette so much that this is my second one because I like the packaging better on this one. I do plan on doing a video comparing the new versus the old palette just so you guys can see if there is a difference or not. But I enjoyed the packaging better on this one. I like that it has all the shade names on the back of the palette. So this is my second one. That just goes to show myself how much I really did like this palette. So that is the hands down standout eyeshadow palette of the year for 2017. So the next product up are going to be eye products. I don't know if I mentioned these or not, but I'm gonna mention them again anyways because I'm still fucking obsessed with these. These are the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. If you are a glitter lover, you need these, period. I ended up picking up the value pack, the one that was sold at Sephora. I think you got 6 of them, the mini sizes. I ended up picking up that as well, but the one Kitten Karma is by far my favorite. I think it is absolutely stunning, and I do have Gold Goddess on my eyes right now. But like I said, if you're a glitter lover, these are going to be your best fucking friend. They're so easy to work with, and they make glitter so easy. But then the next product I want to talk about was the Dose of Colors Ideal Duo, and this is in the shade Pixie Dust. But these are just so fucking beautiful. The only thing that I would say is they do crease on the eyes if you're not careful. But these are just so stinking beautiful. Like you have your base product on the top, and then you have your powder product on the bottom, and it's like a shimmery moon dust. Oh my god. I've used this on so many clients just for like bridal or prom, and it looks absolutely stunning. Like I love it because you layer the cream product first and then the powder sits right on top of it. It just looks so beautiful. So I really do love these. I don't remember if they came out this year or not, but they're still beautiful. So I would definitely check those out as well. Just be careful of the creasing on those. And with the Stila Magnificent Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows, be careful with blending after it dries because it does fall out fucking everywhere. So the next product I want to talk about are my brow products. So we're kind of jumping all over at this point, but this product is going to be one that I originally loved. I got away from it, started using other brands and stuff like that, and then I came back to it and obsessed. So this is the Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. These are like the original bitches of the brow game. So I don't know why I even stopped using this. Actually, I do know why. I got one from, I think I got it from Lord & Taylor, and it was dried out, and I was just like, why do I like this so much? So I stopped using it. I started getting other brands and stuff like that. And then I used it again when it was on sale at the, I think it was like Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, so I got a couple shades of it. After that, I was hooked on it all over again. This just makes my brows look so nice. I don't have it on today. I do have just the Brow Duo by Anastasia on my brows today. But this is just the perfect, if you want natural brows and you want it to be quicker, this is definitely the route you want to take. Or the Anastasia Brow Definer. That makes doing your brows super quick. But I like this because you can get those realistic hair-like strokes. So I would definitely recommend that one for sure. And then the brow gel that I want to talk about is the Brow Gel by Tanya Crooks Clear Brow Gel. Hands down, the best brow gel of life. I fucking love this stuff. This I got in my, I think, November BoxyCharm of last year, and I've used it ever since, and I'm still on the same tube. This, if you go like this with your brows, I could feel my brows not moving. And I have unruly brows, especially right now. And if they don't move, that is a good brow gel. That is what I need. So this stuff I absolutely loved. I feel like nobody talks about it. It's an amazing brow gel. I love it. All right, so the next product set that I want to talk about are eyeliners. So I have 3 different brands that I want to talk about because not all eyeliners are created equally. And what I mean by that is not all of the same brands or even product types are the same throughout the entire line. So I'll get right into it. So the first one, my hands down holy grail favorite, is the Rimmel Scandaleyes Nude Liner. As you can see, is down to its bare minimum. I fucking love this. This does nude liner the right way. Like, this is one swipe, full pigment, so good, so creamy. But this is like the best one of the entire line. I've tried the purple one, I've tried the brown one. None of them perform quite like this one does. So this was definitely my nude liner. And then same goes for black. This is the Ardensian Monster Liner. This is my favorite black liner. And then my favorite brown liner is the Marc Jacobs Highliner. So that's what I mean by not all liners are created equally. Granted, Marc Jacobs probably has the best formula for eyeliners, but they don't have a nude. I know they have a black, but I haven't tried it yet. But the nude that they have is in the buff, but it's more of like a metallic nude. So for my true nude, Rimmel, hands down, black Ardensian, and then my brown will definitely be Marc Jacobs. But these are like the main ones that I reach for, so those are the only 3 that I'm going to talk about. But I wanted to clarify that not all liners are created equally, if you know what I mean. So the next thing up I want to talk about is face spray, and this is going to be not the exact one that I love, but you guys will get the point. So this is the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray, but I prefer the bridal spray. So as you can see, this is the mini size. The full size of it is, I think, $32, and it's just amazing. It lasts so long. I think you get 8 ounces worth of product, or it might be $39. Anyways, it is literally the same exact thing as the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Damn near identical, except you get twice the amount of product. That's reasoning number 1 that I like that one over the Urban Decay one, because I still love the Urban Decay one, but that just makes me like it more because I get more bang for my buck. But I do like the mister on this, not this one exactly, but on the full size one. I think it's just such a nice fine mist on the face, so I really do like that as well. So next thing up is going to be mascara. I do have 3 that I was loving this year. So the first one is going to be the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Save your money, get the original one, don't get the Gigi Hadid one like I did. This was like $5 additional for the same exact product, but this is my favorite from the drugstore. It is so good, it does my lashes so nicely. So there is that one. So the next one up is going to be the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This one is so good for volume, but this next one I really love layering on top of the Too Faced. So this is the Unique Epic Mascara. I don't like this one necessarily by itself, but this on top of this, goddamn, it is so good. This mascara is just super black and it does not clump at all. At least it hasn't on me. This one, if you layer too much, you get clumpiness, you get like the fallout, it just gets all over your face. This, I feel like, really helps lock it in place, and it just helps intensify the blackness of it. So these 2 I really love together, but I think if I were to pick one, I would just pick the Maybelline Lash Sensational, just because it's like, 1, it's cheaper, and then it's just, I don't need to use 2 products. You know what I mean? So I feel like I would definitely pick the Maybelline, but these 2 are really nice together. So next ones up are going to be lashes. So the first pair that I want to talk about are ones that I got in BoxyCharm. So these are the Pure Cosmetics Pro Eyelashes in the shade Bombshell. Now I have them chilling right here. These are tapered, which is something that I love, and they're super fluffy. The band isn't too thick, but it's not too thin. It's like the perfect thickness. They're super easy to apply. They wear really light and nice. So I do really love these. So this is what, I don't know, you're probably not going to get a good look at what they look like, but this is what they look like. So I've been absolutely loving those. But my ride or dies for 2017 are going to be these Kiss 11 lashes. I use these on 99.9% of my brides or bridal parties or prom clients this year. This is just the eyelash that I reach for. It looks so good on so many different people. I love that they taper. They're just flirty, fluffy. They look so good. So I reach for these constantly, and these are just the kind of lashes that I like. I personally don't think really dramatic lashes look good on me. These ones I think look good on me. These ones, and then this is probably like the most dramatic that I'll get is these Pure Cosmetics bombshell ones. But if I need something and I need it quick, I'm going for these Kiss 11 lashes because they're cheap as shit. They're like $9 for this whole pack, and they're really easy to get. I get mine from Walmart, Walgreens, any drugstore, so I would definitely pick these ones over any of them. Oh my god, this one is too good that I have to mention it. So this is going back to highlighters. I can't believe I almost forgot this one. This is the Dose of Colors Desi x Katie Madame highlighter. If you're looking for a highlighter that just looks wet, this is the one that you want. Granted, in the pan, it looks super dark, but don't let this play you. This pulls really champagne on my skin. I feel like I could pull it off, especially when I'm darker, but I still feel like I could wear this right now. It does look a lot darker in the pan than it does on the skin, so be aware of that. But man, this is, between this one and the Hourglass one, that would be a tough one. But they're different though. Like Hourglass one, it's so much more natural, but it's still like metallic. Like that's what's on my skin right now. But this one, it's just like the sun hits it and it's just like, beam. Like it just, in your face, it looks drenching wet. So it's like, I feel like Hourglass is more like day to day. I feel like this one is more like summer, sweating, wet. Yeah, I don't know. That's the best way to explain it. I don't know. I really like it. Yeah. My jam. Okay, so one more beauty product I wanted to mention. I probably should have mentioned this with skincare, but it's okay. These are the Kirkland Signature Daily, what are they? Daily Facial Towelettes. These are hands down the best makeup remover wipes of all time. These are super wet, which is something that I look for when it comes to a makeup wipe. I like them to be drenched with product, but these ones I like so much because they are high quality feeling wipes. Like they're the ones that you could just like pull apart or poke holes in. These feel like luxury wipes. Like they are thick wipes, drenched in product, and they don't break me out or anything like that. If you use them every day, they probably will start to irritate your skin, but these are hands down my favorite makeup remover wipes of all time. I absolutely love these. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about are lip products, and that I think will wrap everything up. So the first things that I want to talk about are lip liners. Now, there's one that I want to give like an honorable mention, but MAC lip liners are always going to be my favorite lip liner. So my favorite MAC one this year was definitely going to be the shade In Control. I'll give you guys swatches of these because these are super easy to swatch, but that's going to be what In Control looks like. I just love MAC lip liners because I feel like they layer so nicely and they actually build on top of each other. Whereas with most other ones that I use, they don't do that. So that's why I don't really like them that much. But this unique Moodstruck Precision Pencil in the shade Pouty, I used the shit out of this product. They glide on so nicely, but they don't layer like MAC ones do. Like MAC will probably always have my favorite lip liners just because of the fact that they layer. But this one in Pouty was definitely a really nice one that I enjoyed this year. So now we'll move on to lipsticks first. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to talk about is my favorite. So the favorite of the year for lipsticks are going to be these Tarte Rainforest of the Sea lipsticks. This is in the shade Beach Babe. I'll give you guys a little swatch of this. But this is like a one swipe type of lipstick. Super matte. It lasts so long on the lips. It's very comfortable on the lips. These were by far my favorite, especially just for the formula of them was so nice. But next up behind them are going to be these Too Faced Sweet Peach ones. I got the shade Sex on the Peach. I'll give you guys a swatch of this one as well. This is just another one. I love the formula of it. I think they glide on so nicely. They're not quite the one swipe application like the Tarte ones, but I really like the peach smell of these, as weird as that is. And I love the packaging on these, and then the formula of them is really nice as well. And like I said, this is the shade Sex on the Peach, and that's going to be this second one right here. So now we'll move on to liquid lipsticks. I feel like this one was the most perfect nude ever for liquid lipsticks. This is going to be the Unique Splash liquid lipstick in the shade Stellar, and for the record, no, I am not a rep for Unique. I just can appreciate some good ass makeup, but this is the shade Stellar right here. This looks so good on my lips. This is like my perfect nude. It is very cool tone when you swatch it like this. On the lips, it doesn't pull like that on me though. Like, this is my perfect liquid lipstick nude. I am obsessed with this. But one of my other favorite ones are these Wet n Wild Liquid Katsu, and I really like the shade Rebel Rose. But this is going to be a lighter, more pinky-ish purple shade. It's going to be this one right here. I do really like these. These are more of a wet consistency, whereas the unique ones are more of like a mousse. But that Stellar shade, or is it Stellar? Stellar. So I have one more liquid lipstick, but this one's going to be a metallic. And if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you guys saw I did a lip swatch video based on this Soul one right here. So this is the Touch in Soul Metalist Liquid Foil Lipstick Duo in the shade Penny. Oh my god, you guys. I've never been so in love with a lip product in my entire life. Hopefully it's not all dried out because I've had this for a while now. And I love that this is like a 2-in-1. Like, you get a liquid lipstick and a gloss, but then you could also layer them. And they just look so beautiful together. It's going to be this one way in the corner. You could see, I'm gonna try to turn my body. You could see how metallic and beautiful it is, and it looks just as good on the lips. Like, if you guys want to watch that lip swatch video, I'll leave it linked up here. But this shade is just so freaking beautiful. I love this. That is everything for my liquid lipsticks. Now we'll move on to gloss. So the one gloss I'm going to talk about is the Desi x Katie Dose of Colors Over the Top Lip Gloss, which sucks because I don't even think you can get this anymore, or it might be about sold out. It's not going to be a permanent item, but it's going to be that gloss right there in the middle of the lipsticks and lip liners. But this is just a beautiful over-the-top gloss. Like, they couldn't have named it better, but it just has really tiny gold specks in it. Oh, it looks so stunning. But the number one for this year, like, Samantha said it the best. She's like, if you didn't have the Fenty Beauty Gloss, you done fucked up in 2017. Like, this gloss is absolutely stunning. It's what's on my lips right now. I'm going to apply a little bit more because it's just so glossy and beautiful. It smells amazing. It tastes amazing. It's so universal. It's going to be this one right here. But look how freaking glossy that is. Like, both of those glosses are bomb.com. So I think that's going to be everything for my lipsticks. I think that's everything. All right, you guys, I think that's going to be everything for my Best in Beauty for 2017. I know I had a shit ton. I didn't do a really good job with narrowing down like one per category, but I did have a ton of favorites. I really expanded my collection a lot this year, so please keep that in mind. And please keep in mind too, these are solely based on my opinion. Leave any of your guys' favorites or even not so favorites down below. If you guys want to see a worst in beauty for 2017, let me know in the comments as well. Leave your guys' videos too. If you guys made videos, I'm always loving watching these videos at the end of the year. So leave those linked down below. Leave any comments. Make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. All of those are in the description box, along with all the products that we talked about today. But other than that, that is everything for today's video. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Peace!